my god, oh my god. How's it going, everybody? Draxus back here once again, playing some Modern Warfare. And this isn't going to be, you know, this isn't going to be me saying like, oh, I love the game, or oh, there's just some problems that need to be fixed. This is none of that. This is actually a shout out, a message to my clan. As some of you on the game are already aware, there is a Team Deathmatch Kills tournament going on, and currently my group is sitting at 5th place. However, that 5th place is approximately 9,124 kills. I'm going to read off the first 3 names on our kills. Sitting at the top with 1679, our leader CJ Fuse. Right below him, STL Gemini 24 with 1293, and despite this is not accurate because this is what it said about 30 minutes ago, myself, Nightfang Furry 908. We are the highest in terms of kills in our clan right now, and I want y'all to pay very close attention to this gameplay. I'm only recording a single match. I'm just gonna speak my mind. Y'all are gonna see a lot of rubber banding, and here's why. Infinity Ward and Activision are making their games more suited to the wired community. Now, not everybody can get a wired connection. Myself right now, I need to get a 15-foot Ethernet cord just to be able to maybe set up my PlayStation with Ethernet. I don't make enough money right now. Hell, I don't make any money. I have no job, and no matter where I've put my applications in, it gets overlooked. The age of technology has been a fickle bitch. And I love this technology. I love what we get. But I'm going to be completely fucking honest with you. The way online applications work is management looks at them, and if they see one thing that they don't agree with, it's automatically thrown away. Now, yeah, maybe I'm making... Let's also pay attention to what's going on in the game right now. We have an abundance of players. We have some players that are on PC, and the only way they should be playing matches with us is if they're using a controller. If I'm reading the input settings correctly, which I've done extensive reviewing on, the only way for PC and PS4 to coexist in the same game is either both sides using mouse and keyboard, or both sides using controller. Now, what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing an entire match. A lobby full of PlayStation players with controllers, some computer players with controllers, and then at the very bottom of the list, I see a player using a keyboard and a mouse. The icons are right there for you to see. Just like how bad the game is connecting for me right now. And I talked it up with Sony, talked it up with Activision, talked it up with everybody really, because they're still asking for community feedback. My feedback is the connection. See, not all of us can afford a perfect internet. Not all of us can afford that 5 gigahertz compatibility, because that shit costs money, and a lot of it. See, in order for me to get that, I'd have to be spending close to $200 on Wi-Fi alone. And as I said, I'm out of a job right now. I can't do that. And that Ethernet cable thing, it's a little dangerous when you think about it, because I'd have to connect the cable to a room that is down the hallway from my room currently. And from there, I have to feed it across the wall, under my door, and hope to God nobody trips on it. Because I can't just feed it in through like the one side of my door. I have to feed it on the opposite end, closest to the wall, so it can get to my PlayStation. Anybody who walks slowly or softly into my room is facing a tripping hazard. Now, I get it. I get it. A lot of times people are going to be like, oh, well, maybe you should just get wired connection. Maybe you should just relocate your router or something like that. I can't do that. I'm living at my grandparents' house right now because that's the only thing I can do. And as you can see there, the connection does not allow anything. I've always got those 3 logos flashing on the side of the screen, and I know you can see them because they're right above the kill feed and right next to people talking. That's another problem with this game. I mean, yeah, I really hated that Blops 4 didn't have, you know, forced game chat, but this game does have it, and it's awful. The amount of games I get into and hear a kid screaming or somebody going on about everyone camping or, you know, all that stupid shit, it's pathetic. This game is so fucking slow that the majority of the games I've played have been win or lose to the time limit. Not to the score, not to anything else. To the time limit. That thing that is in place. And there you go, yet again. You didn't see that sniper flash, and you know for a fact snipers have a flash in this game. You didn't see any of that. You saw me hitting both of those players. And I've learned to mark my shots. However, the way the game's connection is right now is basically telling you, hey, if those icons flash on the side of your screen, you better hope to God that you're hitting those enemies before they even see you. Which, in the game right now, is physically impossible. And I'm only saying this because the connection. Activision isn't going to make the game as fluid between a wired and wireless connection like Black Ops 4 was. They're not going to cut those players with bad connection slack. They're not going to just make us just a solid little playlist for players who have really bad internet ping and have to physically do all this other stuff. Now, back to the kills. Back to the Team Deathmatch tournament. My 900 plus kills with this crazy shit right here that you're witnessing on screen, I'm not even moving. I'm standing perfectly still. Controller, not even touching it. Getting those kills playing that way is no small task. That has been the last 4 days of my life. Getting kills and dying to the most unrealistic of internet standards. And, you know, I know a lot of players who would say, you know what, fuck it, this game can burn for right now until the servers get sorted out. At which point, I'm trying to say, are they ever going to be sorted out? And to everybody I've asked, hey, are y'all having, you know, any bad connection issues or anything? Their response is no. My next question to them is, do y'all have a wired connection? And they say yes. Now, I don't understand what the hell's going on. If I have to physically go reset that damn router again tonight when everyone's asleep, when I should be sleeping because my sleep schedule is completely fucked up, if I have to go reset that router just to see a 5-minute change, 5 minutes of maybe I've got good connection, maybe I don't, well, first off, I'm going to be really mad. Because, again, not everyone can afford to get a solid wired connection. For example, the people in a 2-story house, they have to pay money for the internet connection that they have. And part of the time, the router is located downstairs in the kitchen. This is my own personal experience here. I used to be in a house that was 2-floor, and the router was downstairs in the kitchen. It was god awful in terms of trying to play a multiplayer online game. Because instances like this right here that you are witnessing yet again, where I'm rubber banding, I'm not even trying to touch, once I see that fucking blue screen pop up, I'm done touching the damn screen. This has been my game experience for the last 4 days. And it's not right. I could have been much higher on that leaderboard. I play nothing but hardcore team deathmatch a lot. Because I actually like the quick action of hardcore. I don't like laying back. I don't like sitting back and waiting for something to happen. I want the game to go. And with Modern Warfare and its basic bullshit entry-level crap right now, that's impossible. Now, that's just a little grievance. It's supposedly going to be worked on in terms of how long the games are, or, you know, I heard they're going to start adding a new AFK timer to the game to basically get rid of campers. I don't think that's going to work. And I don't know. I really don't know about this game anymore. Because I already said it at the end of Black Ops 4, I'm probably not going to even play this game. And as you can see, the fucking level 50, almost 51 right there, doesn't really hold true to my statement. I don't know life this game. I play for a few hours daily. At most. Getting experience, if you're really looking for it, go out, grab a bag of Doritos. You can get upwards to 4 codes from that a day. That's a full hour of double experience, is those 4 codes. Actually, no, I'm wrong. 2 codes, because each code is for 30 minutes. 30 minutes of double XP. Now, you can also play the campaign on every difficulty and get XP tokens that way. I played through veteran mode, did in a full 7.5 hours. Really nice campaign. Short-lived, but nice. And I walked out with 3 15-minute double XP, 4 30-minute, 2 hour, and 2 45-minute weapon XP tokens. Just from veteran mode. Who's to say that if you do it on realistic, and I know some people have actually gone through and beaten it on realistic, and they got all these rewards, this huge assortment of good stuff for multiplayer. The game physically tells you as well, play through the campaign, play Spec Ops, play Survival. All of those modes will give you something. But for the most part, I'm not even going to say a good handful, a good fucking small army of players are stepping away from this game because of the servers and the lag and the camping. And I'm not going to defend myself. I camp. Sometimes if the game is so boring and my team manages to get the enemy to continuously spawn in the same area, I'm going to camp for the kills because I'm trying to help my clan out. Something my clan probably isn't even working on. So, I want you to focus on this game. I want you to see every internet connection issue possible. Because, as I said, I cannot afford to do anything to increase the Wi-Fi on my stuff. I cannot afford to get a new Wi-Fi system for my grandparents. I can't even afford shit right now that I need. And it's upsetting. And I wanted to really enjoy this game. I really did. But as it stands, I can't. I physically cannot enjoy this game for a lot of reasons. But when I see that my clan, the clan I have been part of for 4+ years, is starting to give up on a tournament, we don't back down. We really don't. Austin, Milbarg, you can fucking quote me on that. When it comes to tournaments, we are the last people to back down from it. We will continue to go on and try. Yet all I'm seeing on that fucking roster right now is like 4 people that have over 800 kills. Everyone else is 500 and below. And you also got to keep in mind, you don't see this bad connection because you don't have it. But me, with this horrendous internet connection, this horrendous ping, being able to get over 900 kills in only 4 days, you should know damn well that's not a walk in the park. And as you can see right there, that's another issue with me right here. When the game, there's times where you can see those icons are changing from red to yellow to red to non-existent. Well, here's what I've noticed. They'll be yellow or non-existent until an enemy crosses my screen. So I've been that dirtbag who's been focusing on those icons instead of the actual screen. Because as you can see, there's one latency issue there, and it's gone now. There we go, it's back. We all know what those 3 logos mean. There's supposed to be 4, but instead there's only 3. I believe, and it's been a long time since I've done any look into those symbols, so please quote me if I'm wrong. But you've got the very bottom one, those 3 squares, that's a frames thing. You're missing frames. And those 2 that are basically doubling up, that's latency. Or as the majority of gamers nowadays call it, lag. As you can see, they're shifting between moderate and severe, yellow and red. And for me, again, this really blows because I'm unable to even go into the Spec Ops mode because the lag is so bad. All 3 of those logos are bright red. They are just, they're basically screaming at you saying, hey, there's a problem with your game right now and you are unable to fully connect. And another issue with this game is that. Like, what the hell even happened there? I hear the door open, I move back, and he's now walking and turning in. Then I get killed, and immediately I see that he'd been in front of me the whole time. You know, I want to give this game some good notes. I want to say, yeah, Modern Warfare is actually worth it. It's not. Yes, it's trying to make itself good by putting out these little promotional things. Like with Twitch right now, you've watched 4 hours of somebody who has the stream drops enabled, you get some little in-game loot. It doesn't really mean shit. I mean, you can play a joke on your friend saying, oh yeah, you just had to hit fucking level 40 in the first week to unlock this stuff, when in reality all they have to do is go onto the Activision website and see the requirements are watch a stream for an hour. Or 4 hours. There you go. And this is just... I can't stress it enough, people. This is upsetting. Because yes, if you remember all the way back to the Black Ops 4 beta that I did with Mill, you'll know, yeah, my connection to that was shit. Like, it was so bad. And I was running an Ethernet cable for that. I hated it. Because the connection was so god-awful. To where I just put the game down for a damn year. And I came back in the middle of so much crap that they added, and I was like, why did I even come back? It wasn't worth it. And now, after, you know, speaking with Activision support about how the game experience has been for me, all they have to say is, oh, well, you should really work on getting a wired connection because the game isn't suited for wireless play. I beg your fucking pardon on that? It doesn't matter what game it is, what year it is, not everyone has wired. Are y'all trying to say that you only want people with wired connections to play your games? Because if that's what you're trying to say, you might as well go ahead and print that on the box. Have it right there, visible, for everybody who's wanting to get this game. And quote, must have wired connection. If not, you've got a fucking serious problem. And as it stands right now, even with that, what the ever-loving fuck was that? You know, I could be that one guy who's always, you know, Dead Silence needs a buff, fucking campers need to be punished. You know, everybody on the boycott wagon right now. I don't care. No, what needs to happen is the servers need to be tuned. They need to be just brought to speed so people can actually play this fucking game. So stuff like that does not fucking happen anymore. Will it happen? Maybe in a year. Will it ever be brought to light? No. I remember 4 days ago, back when I was, you know, actually trying to play this game, it was just, there was no breaks in the connection being crap. It was always rubber band, shot to the other side of the map, shot in the back, and respawn in the middle of enemies. And I share played for a little bit. I recorded a 2-minute long session of me suffering in-game, posted it to Twitter, and I tagged Activision's support page. So far, that's only been seen by 5 people. I don't even think Activision recognizes that, and it's like, huh, somebody just playing a game and showed us 2 minutes of it. They must be really confused or really angry about something. They don't look at the video. They don't understand what is wrong with it. Even in the captations of it, when it says, hey, the servers need to be fucking fixed, nothing changes. So, what the hell matters? They're not going to fix the servers. If you don't have a wired connection and you're facing the same shit I'm facing right here, right fucking now, well, you better get used to it because that's how it's going to work. You're not going to get some expert connection. You can't just go in, type in the Google fucking public DNS server because everyone uses that now. Everybody with a really shitty connection is using that DNS, and it's not helping anybody in the slightest. It's actually making it worse. All I want from this game alone is just cooperative servers. I want to be able to play the game and not have this fucking rubber band just attached to my character's back, pulling me wherever the fuck it wants to pull me. I want to play the game. And you know, I've talked mad shit. I've been like, oh yeah, Destiny has the same problem from time to time. No, it fucking doesn't. In terms of Destiny, yeah, I have, a few games where it's like, okay, you're contacting Destiny servers, but you can still play the game. You can still deal damage. You just gotta watch out because sometimes the ads will respawn with the same amount of health that they had beforehand. It happens. This is not supposed to happen. So, 843, guys, I'm fucking sorry, but once I hit that 1,000 kills, y'all have got another 2 days and 6 hours as of me recording this, November 1st, 8 o'clock Central. You have 2 days and 6 hours to get the 2,000 kills so we can snag that first place. If you can't do that, then I know for a fact that the game has just gone to straight shit. I know that people don't care anymore. So prove me wrong. Mill, I need you to spread this around. I need you to get our people to see this. I'm going to try talking to CJ. I'm going to try and have Merc and Hansen removed from the companion because they're not doing anything. They're not helping the clan at all. Whatever little bullshit they're going through, it needs to be settled elsewhere and not in the middle of one of these. I've already tried pulling people who aren't in our clan to get onto our squad and offer some kills. And as it stands, I'm still disgusted that I'm seeing players who don't even have anything more than 251 kills. I mean, there's a giant jump of players who are getting kills, and then there's players who haven't gotten any kills in 3 days. Like, I get it. This game has some server issues, it has some hiccups, it has a lot of problems, the camping being the worst. But if you really hate something that bad, do it yourself. I physically hate campers. I really, really fucking do. To where I will cuss, I will scream, I will just outright leave a match mid-game because of it. But now, since there is a tournament going on, and we're trying to get our asses in gear, I guarantee you by the end of this fucking tournament, I'm gonna have more fucking kills than our general. He's only got 1679. I've got closer to 930 right now. If I no-life this game, even with the shitty connection, I will either be right there with him, or I will be above him. And the worst thing that I've seen, the very worst thing, is that people are stopping. They're not playing the game anymore. They see what's wrong with it, and they're going to wait for something to happen. That never works. Let me go ahead and tell you that right now. Because, as I said, this is coming from Activision support itself. Try to get a wired connection, otherwise you're not going to get the game to its full experience. And I don't want that. Nobody should have to bend over backwards to enjoy a game that they spent money on. Granted, I didn't buy this game. I didn't get a free code. I file share with Mill. We've been file sharing for the last year. We've been getting games for each other. We've been playing games with each other. Hell, we've gone head-to-head in a few games. But with the way Call of Duty is acting right now, with the way Activision wants to set up its bullshit servers, and with the way that it seems every online multiplayer FPS, etc., you name it, game, you either have a wired connection, or you're the T-posing character in the far back of the map that nobody can kill and cannot kill anybody. figure out what side you're on. Give this video enough attention and make the change happen. I'm not saying this for my own problems here. I don't care. I'll rage. So what? I'll quit. So what? I want other people who are experiencing the exact same problem as I am right now. I want their voices to be heard. I want them to lash out at the company for all this. Infinity Ward, y'all have done an amazing job with this game. I am just astounded. Because when I saw it was y'all doing this, I had flashbacks of Infinite Warfare. I really did. It was garbage. I did not like that game at all. Y'all really earned your respect with this title, and I hope that the way you're wanting this game to roll out, free updates, free DLC, I'm kind of 50-50 on the Battle Pass. I really don't think that should be a thing, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get the money. I guess that's all I can say. But Activision, you need to get off your ass and stop thinking that everything in this world is wired. Because it's not. Not all of us can afford stuff. Not all of us can just go on to Amazon right now and pick up this fucking $80 wireless router that you also have to pay another $30 monthly for service just so you can plug that thing in beside your PlayStation and attach an Ethernet cable to. I'm not going to do that. No one in their right mind should have to do that. What's going on, what I want to happen is y'all need to get some security on for your servers right now. They need to be able to handle everyone's connection and offer a boost to the people who really need it. I really can't play the game like this, but I'm trying to help my clan out. So I'm biting the bullet. I'm suffering for my clan. Because that's what I do. I don't do for me, I do for them. And if you can't do that for your community, y'all seriously are just, you need to just throw in the towel. Y'all need to stop. The world hates you right now, Activision. The world hates Blizzard. The world hates EA. The world hates everything for all the practices that you all share. Y'all may have won the favor of some people by removing loot boxes, by removing, like, overpowered fucking weapons that you had to gamble on. Nobody likes that. Nobody's happy with your choices, and honestly, if people didn't fucking fanboy over Call of Duty so goddamn much, y'all would be out of business. So let this be a lesson. Fix your fucking servers before you try to roll out some not necessary changes. Do something for the community, not for yourselves. Infinity Ward, again, you've got my respect back, because all this right here, and I know it wasn't all you, I know Raven had something to do with it, I know the other two producers had something to do with it, they've all just, this is stunning. But the fucking name brand of Call of Duty right now, Activision has just thrown it all away. I'm not surprised by seeing every day I log into that companion app and I see that no one has gotten any kills. The numbers have been the same for the last week. I look at that and I think immediately, oh, well, I guess, you know, people are having issues, the game's connections being crap, or they're having bad matchmaking experiences. Or sometimes the way that crossplay enabled shouldn't be working is working the wrong way. I'm done bullshitting. That was the majority of this video. That's all I had to say. Somebody just fix this shit, would ya? This ain't fun. This makes me want to stop playing Call of Duty altogether. This makes me want to go play something else. Makes me want to get back on Destiny. Makes me want to go play some games I haven't touched in a year. Hell, for the first time in my life, I'm actually thinking about digging out my old PS3 and playing on fucking Dead Space. Because fuck this right now. You gotta take care of your community so you can get stuff back in return. Otherwise, people are just gonna raise problems left, right, and center. And as it stands right now, I've got a list of problems I could go over. But the connection is my one and only concern. And that needs to be fixed now. Have a good day, everybody. Good night. Good whatever whenever you see this, if you see it. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you want more news, if you want more just random bullshit gameplay, me cursing at miscellaneous stuff, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon, and we'll see you next time.